Welcome back, guys, to the Mindcrack server and my adventures therein. Today we're going to be doing some work on the lens, yes! Specifically, we're going to begin to think about what the outlying areas of this house or base or whatever is going to look like, the different rooms, each with a function of their own, that are going to be branching off of this central lens here. Via these paths right here. And I think we're going to start by using this water to spread out sources of water like an aqueduct. And I had this idea to only use one source block of water, this source block right there, and then to spread out, I guess in increments of 8, or I guess would it be 7, because water will spread 8 blocks away, or 8 blocks total, and then it's got to drop on the 8th, and whatever, 7 blocks, increments of 7 blocks. So we're going to make some aqueducts. I did a little bit of work on the staircases. Let's tell you what, let me go down to the bottom area. I promised I would show you the updated, new and improved, better looking wiring. So let's jump down here, literally. I managed to not hit the pressure plate and lock myself out. Okay, so I changed these to be square. I think it looks a little better, a little cleaner, and I started thinking about a carved out shape for the bottom. When I first made these were all wood, and it looked like a spider's web a little bit because of there's paths coming this way and paths coming that way, and a diagonal here and a straight one there, and from the ground it looked a little chaotic, so I put the sandstone on the bottom of the stairs to differentiate them from while you're looking up at the lens from the ground view, to differentiate the staircases from these straight paths. And I kind of decided that I wanted to wait on detailing these a little bit, because what I wanted to do is say this is the underside of the staircase. I wanted to have a sandstone block there. Oh, is my sound on? It is, okay. Sandstone block there, and then upside down sandstone stair here and here, and then maybe a sandstone block or another sandstone stair here, and then a half slab there and there, so that it has a railing effect, sort of, but it also has a nice rounded carved effect on the bottom. You can kind of see from here that this is, let's use the Optifine zoom in function. How about, I've had Optifine a while. I've never used the zoom in a video, so there, hitting Control zooms in. It's real blocky, and I'm just going to wait for 1.3 when we get sandstone stairs. Similarly, getting sandstone stairs is really going to help making this area look a little more carved, a little more curvy. Anyway, I've updated the wiring. So let's show that off. The timings still aren't perfect. I updated them a little bit. Here, let's look at this. Yeah, those are almost synced up. And I don't know how good it's going to get. It may just be down to lag that it's never going to be perfect. Anyway, let's get in here and look at this. So if you remember before, I had a redstone torch here, and then like a repeater here, repeater. I think I took out 32 repeaters out of this section here, and so it's much simpler now with just the redstone wire. There's a torch underneath this block powering this wire, and that gets inverted when you hit the pressure plates. So that powers all the pistons. It's much cleaner, much less wiring overall. This up here is still the same. But it's much cleaner, and I think it's a little less laggy because of that. Okay, so let's head back up to the top, and let's take the stairs actually. Why not, since I made them? So I've been a little bit in the dark for this project in terms of what the overall shape of this thing is going to be. From the beginning, I kind of knew what the central shaft of the lens itself was going to look like, but what the overall place was going to look like after we added the rooms on the outside, I didn't really know. My initial idea was that these top 4 rooms, so this room and that room and that room and the one on the other side there, would be basically open platforms with 4 types of trees. Each one would have 1 type of tree. And then the next level down would have the farms, wheat, cactus, reeds, pumpkin, and melon. And then the layer at the bottom would have whatever other functions I can think of that I need rooms for. But what I think I'm going to do now, I'm going to put the farms on the top layer. So think of whatever's going to be here as like a some big blocky thing or round, or I don't know what the shape is going to be, but something enclosed, more or less. There would be balconies to look down, but something enclosed here. And then I was thinking about putting the platforms here. So there would be trees here. This would be an open platform to the sky. And if we have a big room here and a big room there, that sort of provides a nice an outside wall to here and gives us a nice sort of canyon effect. I think it'll look cooler than just having a big flat topped building. If we put the outdoor platforms up on the top level, there's nothing to really give them shape. This whole area, except for this, whatever we do with this, is going to be one big flat area, which isn't as interesting. So I think these will be platforms. And based on the way the stairs happen, this is almost becoming a platform anyway. So these will be platforms, these will be farms. But then there's another problem. I'm not sure what to do or where to put the portal. Because basically going down in this house is easy. You just jump in the center to get down. Going up takes longer, so I thought it might be appropriate to put the portal at the top. So the portal might actually be in here. Now that I think about it, this has just occurred to me this second. The portal might be in this chamber here, along with the storage. So maybe that's something to think about. Another thing I hadn't thought about, let's go back up there. We're going to mess around with this. Another thing I wasn't really sure about is how big the rooms will be and how far away from this central lens they'd be. If you group them really close together to the lens, then this whole thing starts to look like one object, like one big room or something. From the outside, it'll look like an upside down office building or whatever. If you put them far away and have these like long, thin paths leading out to individual rooms, then the whole thing looks like kind of like a network. And what I think I want to do is do something halfway between that, to where it looks like an overall thing, but you can still see that it's a bunch of objects clumped together that sort of make sense with each other, if that makes sense. Okay, let me get some cobble out of here. So something I was just thinking of when I was getting ready to record this is that I don't really know how far apart I want those things to be, and I thought it might make sense to let the design problems of building this house dictate how far apart things like that happen. So what we're going to do first is we're going to make some aqueducts with this water source tile, like I talked about just before. And the idea is that all of the water in the house that feeds the farms and that runs down through here, and there may be some more that run down through each individual room, all of that comes from one source block. So we're going to need to split this in several places to divide it. And the first thing I want to do, I think I want to lower the source block once, so that I might have the option of having some kind of platform up here that you can build upon and put lights up there and stuff. So we're going to drop it one block, and we're going to put a piston on it so we can shut it off and on and off at will. So let's see, first thing we want to do, I'll tell you what, let's drop that guy there. And let's grab this guy. Okay. Then we want to do this and make a lower housing, one block lower, like so. Then we're going to want a piston right about there. Let's see. Give me that back. Okay, so we want the piston closed to shut off that. So we want the piston to be right here. There. Okay, and then let's close this circuit. Let's put some... Well, I guess we're close enough that nothing's going to spawn there right now, so don't need to worry about lighting up right this second. Alright, so that's closed. We can get rid of this dirt, and we're going to get rid of this scaffolding. These are a little bit redundant, and since we're going to be making this aqueduct, it's in the way anyway. Get our water buckets. Alrighty, and because we lowered it once, we can do this. And the torches are just temporary. Drink. Sorry. Oh man, every time I say temporary now, I just get a kick out of it. Anyway, okay, so that is shut. This is also temporary. Wink. We'll come back to that. We're going to get rid of this dirt. Try and recover as much as we can. Can I reach it from here? I can. Alright, we're going to do this. Oh, 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 oh. My character started moving sideways. It freaked me out. Alright, take that back. Put some torches down. Get rid of all this, and then we'll start working on this guy. Alright, first little attempt. I made like a an upside down diamond shape thingy there. I'm not sure exactly what to do with the piston, or I didn't move it, it's still there, but wiring it, it's a little trickier. Let's see, where exactly... Oh, I jumped off of here without... I guess I don't have a staircase anymore, do I? Let's make one. Okay, so the piston is there. So powering it is going to be tricky. There's not really enough room in here to like recess wiring and put it anywhere else. I may just like get rid of the piston altogether, but for the time being, let's see, it is I think it may be this guy. And because I put upside down half slabs here, it's gonna be tricky to trigger. I suppose I could like put a block here and put it against that block to trigger up through there. I don't really want to do that, so maybe I'll just ignore the piston for now. We'll come back to that later. So we've got these guys, and what I'm thinking of doing to make them a little more visible, if we break this block, the water's going to come down. So what I'm thinking is putting maybe a 2-block... Oh man, I might have to make more scaffolding. God, so much scaffolding. How did I get up here? Over here. Okay, so I'm going to have to pillar up from down there. Or maybe against the wall or something. I need to be a little bit lower. And funny. I don't even have a way out of here. Let's do this. Do a little jump. Get down here and... let's do something like this. Zombies down there. Whoa, careful. Oh, like that. Okay, we need to be under there. Basically like this. Oh, so much scaffolding. More scaffolding than actual building in a project like this. Okay, so the water's going to be there. 2-block difference. Then we want to build off of that. And first, let's make a little cup to catch it, like so. And let's see, that'll be the bottom there. Something like that. And then I want to put some upside down slabs on that, I think. So I need to come back up here. Wow, this is going to be time consuming to build. But if it looks good like this, then it'll be worth it. Do like this. Oh god. Okay, so I don't need those. Go over here. Alright, then back down. Can I just jump down there? Shit. Hey-oh! Oh, and again, I don't have stairs. Lovely. Alright, so I want to put some upside down half slabs there, there. There. And there. Let's see what that looks like. I don't know. Whoa! I don't think I like that. Rain! Out of nowhere! Alright, so anyway, let's delete the stuff in between here that we're not going to need anyway. Get rid of this, this, and this. Okay, little cup, and this will eventually be extended into more aqueduct, but I just want to see what this effect looks like. So I've seen the water come down from aqueduct to aqueduct. I don't know if these are going to be floating or if they'll have like real thin supports like wood fences or something. Okay, that looks cool. First thing I think is that, see how this block and that block are separated? I think we need to make that look square like that. Can I fit in there now? I can. Do that. Okay, careful, buddy. Careful. Let's get in this cup here. All right. Yeah, I think that's good, but I'm going to change these to full blocks. At least on this side, that are going to go out this way into the... shit, I'm going to lose that. No! Okay, so this is going to go out another, let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. That's where it's going to drop down. Then we're going to need that. There we go. And then we'll probably extend that maybe another 7 blocks and then do another 2-block drop, something like that. And this upper edge here is going to change. But I think that's starting, I think that's going to be a cool idea. I think it's something worth working with. Yeah, okay. So I'm going to do a little work on this and then I'll give you an update. Alright, so that's, let's see, we've gone down one, what are we going to call this, a section or a tier? We'll call it a tier, 1 tier of 7 blocks and then 3 more here. The scaffolding is getting a little out of control. Hey, creeper! I wish I had a knockback or punch bow, I guess, so I could knock him off of here even when he's in the center like that. Oh, I missed. Let's lead the shot. Yeah! Anyway, okay, so I'm starting to like the way this looks. I decided to stop being so fiddly with the details and to just get the big gestures out. It kind of goes against my whole credo of going from general to specific anyway. So I kind of like to look at this, but we're going to wait till we get some more of this laid out. So let's see, I think at this point I'm going to drop another 2 blocks. So we have another cascade like that. And then the next time we drop maybe into the center of the farms. So we've gone 7, 7, 7, 7, 28 blocks out. And we're going to drop 2 and go out 2 to 3 tiers farther. And then that's going to drop down into the center of a farm, I think. We're going to start to run into the problem. If we go too far out, these continue to tear us downwards. We're going to get down to this level pretty quickly, so we need to drop down into what I'm thinking is going to be the center of each farm. Alright, that's 2 more tiers done. I think that looks right. It just looks right to my eyeball, the spacing. So we've done 1, 1, 2, 3, and then 2 more, so 6 total. I think that looks cooler that way than if we, for instance, did 2 and then a drop, 2 and then a drop, and then 2 more and a drop. And it probably looks better than 1, 3, and 3. It just, I don't know, that the way that gets varied, I think it looks cool. It looks good to me. I'm starting to enjoy the way this is shaping up. Actually, this thing, it looks like an Imperial Oh, God. Internet. Alright, and we're back. Internet cut out there for a second. I think what I was talking about when it cut out is that this thing is starting to look like an Imperial, what was it, interrogation drone, or the search drone or whatever that shows up in Empire Strikes Back that Han Solo shoots when they're in the snow, the thing with all the crazy skinny arms or whatever. It looks like that, but it won't look like that forever. I'm going to remove all this scaffolding, and this is going to be big rooms and stuff. So we're going to do one more thing. I'm going to drop it down to each level and make just a little platform centered around each spout. And then we'll wrap this video up. Alright, I think we're done for today's episode where we added some aqueducts and we get an idea of the spacing of the farms. And this is not permanent. It's just a way to eyeball what it might look like. We're going to need to spread it out to provide for the farms. And all the farms are going to be automated with pistons. And it's all going to come from that one source block. So I'm going to have to do some thinking about how that's going to spread out to supply water to all the farms and how the pistons are going to be laid out, all that kind of stuff. And then down on these will be tree platforms. It's starting to look pretty cool, pretty cool. And I got rid of all that scaffolding so I could get a better look of what this looks like. Check that out. That's kind of neat. Just floating there. It's going to be cool. Okay, so let's see. What else should we do? Should we jump off something? I think I may do some mining in a second. So actually, let's let me go clean up my inventory. And then I'm going to jump down into the mines from here. Get rid of all of this miscellaneous stuff I have on me. I'm not sure if I actually have food down there, so maybe I'll just keep the food on me. Drop this. Redstone stuff. The bone I can take with me, but all the sandstone needs to stay here. So next time we are going to either be going to see Nebris's Ender farm in the end to get some experience to grind some levels, or we're going to go to Etho's double blaze spawner in the Nether. One or the other, or maybe both, or maybe something else. No promises. No promises. Let me give that back and drop these. Leave these up here. That's all that I use them for. I'll take this with me down there. Let me take this. I'll take some of this food with me. Jack-o'-lanterns. Alright, I don't need any of that stuff. Blocks. Alright, I'm good. Everything's good. So we're going to jump off from here into the mines. And I will see you next time. A la Gert J. Mac. Let's jump off right here. Here we go. Alright. Geronimo, bon voyage. Oh, shit. Did you see that? Holy cow, that scared me. I thought I would die on that block right there, but I somehow hit the water. Alright. Back to falling. Bye. Laters.